It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff to Mixon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there that time, but maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space. No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline. And they're usually loud and big. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often. It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone. There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Excellent defensive effort to get to it and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move.
He's got a man, complete, 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. He looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and recruit a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Second and 6. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
19 right. Trap 60, trap 60. Rattle, 18 rattle.
He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, you've got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
McPherson's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, check that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
19 Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Warriors 17. Check it.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field. and work their way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll go option on second down, right side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
18, 5 years. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love.